Konnichiwa YouTube! Welcome back to Archeage 2.5 with your host OnlyOneShinobi, and today I'm out here in my submarine. We are in the ocean next to a sunken ship because today we're finally going to take a look at the new treasure hunting system and how it works, and maybe what kind of profits or prizes we can get from treasure hunting and completing those vault stones. So I'm actually out here just west of Halo Hollow. There's some ships along the bottom here that are rarely picked up with some treasure chests. Essentially what you need to do is just drive or swim in a straight line and look for the sunken treasure chests. Now I've got some footage collected I'm going to show you from my previous expeditions, but you will need some recovery pouches. These things you can probably buy on the auction house. You can also craft them, so if you look into your exploration proficiency under salvage, you'll see recovery pouch. This takes one leather and one recovery pouch kit, which you buy from a general vendor, and it takes 25 labor to craft. It's pretty cheap, and you can craft hundreds of these before you take off and increase your exploration proficiency, which will help with salvaging these sunken ships. So basically make sure you have some of those. You might also want some Dehuta's bubbles. These allow you to breathe underwater. You can buy these on the auction house as well, or craft them with alchemy. Or alternatively, you could get a submarine like I have here, which will allow you to breathe underwater using this skill here if you have an oxygen tank. So essentially then, once you're prepared to go, all you need to do is swim in a straight line for hours and look for treasure chests. Use your recovery pouch on them, they'll float to the surface. Then you harvest the chest and get what's inside. Now sometimes you'll get vault stones, sometimes you'll get random other goodies, and sometimes you might get lucky and get a pack worth quite a bit of gold. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you the footage I've collected from the past couple of days, and then we'll talk about what kind of things you get out of the chests and if it's profitable or not. So enjoy the footage, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so here we are, we're back in the mansion now. I hope you enjoyed the footage. That was collected over the course of a few days, actually. I went out for about an hour or 2 hours a day searching for treasure, and it took me quite a while to collect enough vault stones to get our first piece of treasure, actually. So to be honest, I'm not quite sure how profitable this is on its own. From the last video about salvaging the pirate ships and collecting the treasure there, you can see that you can make nearly 300 gold per hour, and here, you know, we make some money, most notably the ship component regrade scrolls, for example. I've got about 40 of these. That's about 180 gold. And at one point we did get a pottery pack, ancient pottery pack or something, which was worth about 100 gold. So in total, collecting 35 of these, we've made about 200 gold, just over 200 gold from doing that. But it took a long time, so I'm not quite sure how time efficient it is compared to salvaging ships. So just keep that in mind. It is kind of an interesting experience. It can be quite boring if you're just swimming around in straight lines for hours in the ocean. I did want to mention that if you're going to do this by yourself, it's a good idea to sort of choose areas that are not heavily trafficked. For example, I used to start here in Golden Ruins thanks to a friend of mine, Roar, who mentioned that you can just start here and you just swim in a straight line or a grid pattern back and forth across the ocean until you find all the chests. If you go to a more heavily trafficked area like Castaway Straits here, Yenistir and Nuya, for example, you're going to find fewer chests because there are more people around there. So just keep that in mind. Go to a low traffic area and swim around in a straight line for hours, and you should find enough vaultstone shards. He has been kind enough to donate some items, which you'll see around the mansion, and we'll talk about those in just a second. So for now, what we're going to do then is go ahead and open our shards. So I'm kind of excited for this. I'm not really expecting anything so great, but we'll see what we get out of it. Essentially, you need 35 of these vaultstone shards, and you can turn it into a vaultstone and then open that for treasure. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and we're going to see what we get. Some items can be quite worth quite a bit of money, but most of the items are worth really almost nothing. So we've got our first vaultstone now, and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what we get. Wish me luck. So here we've got an Ethereum floral jar of heroic quality. Now I haven't seen this before, actually. We're going to go ahead and quickly check the price of this on the auction house and see what it's worth. Like I said, I'm not really expecting too much, but so here we've got maybe 10 gold, and that's roughly what most of these items are going to be worth. The masks are worth a bit more, so let's go ahead and place this somewhere in the house. So it's quite small. Let's go ahead and put it up here by the dogs, just because I have nowhere else to put it at the moment. I'm going to sort of decorate the mansion, see if we can put these on a display somewhere. But yeah, about 10 gold. So you'll see other items here like the gourd bottle, the porcelain vase. We've got a noble's urn. These are all about 10, 12 gold, maybe, if you're lucky. And then we've got some masks here on the wall. Now these I think are more expensive. So if we just do a quick search for mask, you can see here that most of these lower level ones again are just about 10 or 12, but they go up quickly. So the Delphinad Courtesan here, 30 gold. The Jesters are 30 gold. Some of the higher quality ones get more expensive. So there is a good chance that you can get something like 80 gold, for example, for the Lake Spring mask, or 70 gold for the Royals mask. So collecting the masks is quite nice. The rest of the porcelain or the cups, really not worth a whole lot. So to be honest, then you're really swimming around, and the biggest money maker is going to be the regrade component scrolls. The treasures are not worth very much at all, which makes me think that your time is better well spent salvaging ships, making money, and then buying the treasures for your house if that's what you want to do. That's probably what I'm going to do. I was kind of excited for this, and it turned out to be a little bit less than what I was expecting, I guess. A little underwhelming, but it is something to kind of break up the monotony of your regular Archeage life. So I hope you enjoyed this guide. I hope you maybe enjoy treasure hunting, and if you want to see more of these guides, more videos from me, be sure to give a like, and a comment in the comment section below. Share the video as always, and I will keep bringing you more. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Shinobi out.